June 23rd, 2025. Right? Yeah, 23rd, 2025. First things first, let me know y'all thoughts on today's new episode down below. What did y'all think? Did y'all like it? Also, did y'all see the promo this morning? They didn't show much of it. What was it? What did the promo say? What's that? Hold on. I think the promo was just showing Sewell. I think he was looking at photos of Sunny family members. What else did I see? I think they showed Tracy. I can't remember what else, y'all. But yeah, let me know y'all thoughts on today's episode down below. I said Willow be making it. I was like, Willow. She'll start talking with sense, but then it's like I don't know what happened, but yeah, I said not only does she not get it, not only does Drew not get it, Nina don't get it either. How you gonna go to Carly try to convince her to talk to Michael so they can compromise and all? They tried. They tried. You wouldn't listen. I said she's still doing everything except telling the doggone truth. But once again, even if she tells the truth, which I highly doubt it at this point, it's been too long. It's been way too long. But even if she tells the truth, Willow, first thing out her mouth is no, she's not gonna believe it. Because if she didn't believe her own son was telling the truth, why would she believe her mama? Why would she believe her? But yeah, okay, so on today's episode, we're gonna start with Michael and Carly. So he over here feeling sorry for Willow. And I said, yeah, there are moments where I'm like, dog, she shouldn't have lost her kids. But then she'll go do something stupid or say something stupid or drew this and drew that. Then I'll be like, I understand. I'll be like, I understand why she lost her kids. I definitely do. Aside from the whole Sidwell reveal. But yeah, Michael and Carly were just talking. Now, they had already said on the spoiler something about Carly tries to get Michael to see things her way. So I was assuming that was about the Sasha thing. I was assuming it was about that, but no, it was about Willow. Michael wonders if he's rubbing Willow's face in it in regards to Daisy and something about they supposed to be hosting a christening this week, y'all, for Daisy. And I said, they didn't make up their mind now. Because he said he was hosting a christening and stuff. And I'm like, but she said she didn't want you involved. She said she wanted to do it herself. I said, now, they didn't make up their mind. Either she going to do it by herself or she going to do it with his help. Because he said on today's episode, he's going to be hosting or whatever, or they're hosting a christening for Daisy. I had already seen a spoiler about a christening or a family gathering for Daisy. What else? It was something else. I forgot, y'all. But yeah, I said they didn't make up their mind. Either he going to be a part of Daisy's life or he not. But yeah, she was saying how, or Michael was saying how the kids want Willow to be at Daisy's christening and stuff. And he kind of sounded like he wanted to invite her. That's what I got from it. He kind of wanted to invite her. And when they was talking at the Quartermain house or whatever, I was like, okay, this is going good. Then she sit up here, it's like, she started talking about, so she wanted to be honest about, what's happening. Because, that's why they started to have a problem, because they weren't honest with each other. And I partially agree. But at the same time, it's like, girl, you went over here kissing this doggone man. Excuse me, you went over here kissing him and stuff. That's larger. And then he got her so, I don't know if it's called mind control, what. I don't know what it's called, but he definitely has control over this lady. I was like, she don't even see it. It was like the whole talk with Nina was pointless at this point. And Nina knew it too. That's why she went to Carly. But yeah, to finish with Michael and Carly, they was just talking about Willow, and he feels bad. He feels like with the new baby, he's rubbing Willow's face in and stuff like that. He was talking about how the kids really miss her, and how they want her at the christening. And Carla was just trying to get him to see that, she tripping. She been tripping lately. Like, until she gets away from Drew, nothing's going to change, and I agree. And she ain't getting away from him no time soon. What else? He was saying how he actually wants Willow to be a part of their kid's life. He just don't want her involved with Drew. I think he's supposed to tell her this week, once again, that she would never be able to see her kids. Now, I think this is the first time he going to say never. But he's supposed to tell her this week. That was the other thing I seen. That she's never going to be able to see her kids as long as, she's involved with Drew. And tomorrow's episode, she's supposed to be telling him how he used to get in his way, but he's not going to get his way this time. I'm like, girl, you had the right idea the other day when you said how you don't see how marrying Drew would help if he's the reason why you lost the kids to begin with. You had the right idea. You just let him get up beside your head. But yeah, his whole thing, this whole episode was feeling sorry for her and the fact that she don't get to see the kids and stuff like that. And he told Carly how he thinks he could force Willow to see the truth and let Drew go. And she was trying to tell him for months, me and Nina don't partner up and try to get her to see who Drew is, and it didn't work. What make you think you're going to be able to? And I said the same thing. Some people feel like if Nina tells the truth, then that's what's gonna wake her up. I said, I don't know. At this point, I don't. She might be too far gone. She might be under the list. What was they called that they used to? I think they was trying to get Jason to do it or something like that. Was it mind control? I don't know. I don't know. I did see somebody saying that she got something going on, obviously, cause she ain't listening. If she lost her kids and she still ain't doing what's right and separating from this man, I don't know if telling the truth gonna make her wake up. I don't know. I really don't. Let me see if it was something else about Michael and Carly. I know she just telling him about that, about how they tried to work together and she still couldn't see it, and he feels like she'll change her mind. She know that she'll never be a part of the kid's life, and I was like, we'll see. We shall see soon enough. Is there anything else about Michael? I don't think so. Nina and Willow. So she gave her a speech or whatever, and I'm like, okay, maybe we'll see. We'll see if she listened. No, she didn't listen. By the way, she talking to Michael, she definitely didn't listen to her. Her whole thing was, first of all, Willow ends up saying she's marrying Drew. That's how she'll get her kids back. She's confident. Hey, how you doing? She's confident that she'll get the kids back once she marries Drew. And she was like telling Nina that Martin, their lawyer, is the one who told them to do it with his foolish tail. I was like, why, whose side are you on? I know that's your job, but at the same time, look, I don't know. I really don't know at this point. Hold on. But yeah, that's what they was talking about. She was trying to convince her to wait. She was saying how the judge ruled in Michael's favor because, you know, she has been impulsive. She ain't been thinking. So if she rushed to do this, then the judge gonna look at that like she's still being impulsive and stuff. Just trying to convince her to wait. You don't have to rush. And Willow kept saying how it wouldn't be like they was pretending and stuff. She brought up how her and Michael got married for the sake of getting Wiley from Nell, and it worked. But this time, you know, it'll be real and all this other stuff. And Nina don't care. She just want her away from Drew. She tried to convince Willow not to rush it, just wait, give it time, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, she's not gonna listen to you. And Willow's whole thing was she just want her kids back. That's what she kept saying. But the one way you can get your kids back, like he keep telling you, is to stay away from this man. And he gonna tell Martin. I think that was Martin he was talking to when he said how it's real. He didn't just propose to her so she could get the kids back. I mean, that's a bonus, but he loved her. I said, shoot. I don't know about that. I don't believe it. I still don't believe it. I don't know what he up to, but he up to something. Let me see what to say. I'm so glad that Tracy told the truth about Drew. He's going right, exactly. I'm glad. I knew she wasn't gonna be able to do it. I was hoping that she got a recording of him, saying that about how, what did he say? He said something about it got to this point because she wouldn't cooperate or something like that. It kind of sounded like he was admitting to setting her up, but he ain't full out say he was setting her up. Then when he got up there, because I don't think I wrote this down, so I might as well go and say it now. He said something before he got up. He said he talked to the police people. Police people. He talked to the police about potentially, you know, dropping charges, stuff like that. He ain't said they was gonna do it. He ain't said that they already did it. I said she could have got up there and did exactly what he wanted. Gave him the quartermain name and everything. He still could have had them press charges against her. I said you can't trust him. He's untrustworthy. She just was teaming up with him to take Sonny down, and look what he did. So what these folks think? What made them think that he could be trusted? Then Kyle over here, he about to tell it. We're going to get to him in a minute. He about to tell it like ain't nothing. He might tell it right then during the press conference. I don't know. We'll see. But let's see. Who else? Who was I talking about at first? I think Nina and Willow. Yeah, she was trying to convince Willow to do the right thing. Willow ends up leaving or whatever. It didn't work. Long story short, it did not work. Martin ends up telling Drew that Tracy agreed to do the press conference and give him the quartermain name back, and all that. And he was happy. He was like, that's the second best thing to happen. That's when he tells that Willow actually accepted his proposal and stuff. Let's see. That's when he was saying how he didn't propose just for her to get the kids back. He actually loved her, and he looked forward to her sharing his last name, Quartermain. And I said, what's the big deal? I don't understand. They keep talking about Quartermain this and that, but y'all over here arguing over a doggone name. Hold on. Next, we got Tracy in Brooklyn. So basically, she was having doubts about doing the press conference. She ends up confiding in Brooklyn. She wants to know if she should actually go through with it, go through with Drew's terms and stuff like that. Brooklyn ends up telling her, you know, You don't have to necessarily agree with him or whatever. If all he wants is for you to get up there and say a few words and welcome him back to the family and all this other stuff, then do it. So she went there to support her. Chase showed us to support Brooklyn. But Tracy did what Tracy does. She did not say it. She started out trying her hardest. But at the same time, based on what she said after she was talking to Drew the first time, I was like, she ain't finna get up here and say nothing but what she wanna say. I just wish she had the proof. No, they don't be having proof. Y'all be seeing that they don't have proof. This man keep getting away with stuff. I said, at what point does Drew pay for what he been doing? He keeps getting away with stuff. I don't understand. Hold on. But yeah, Kai and Trina. Kai ends up telling Trina that he actually accepted Drew's offer. That's when she was asking him why, and they was just going back and forth. He was trying to tell her he's not moving. Drew worked it out so he could stay in town. They not gonna be separated and all this other stuff. She's still saying how she doesn't trust Drew. He was like, I understand that, but I do. He's been nothing but good for me and stuff like that. And they just disagreeing about that. I think that's when he ends up being contacted by Drew to come to the press conference or whatever. But she did end up telling him that regardless of their disagreement about who Drew is, she supports him. And, she believes in him and stuff like that. I said, shoot, he about to tell it. Like, I said, he about to snitch, girl. He about to tell her your dad and mama. He about to tell it. I don't know what. I missed the part. I seen when Kyle went in the office and he was just talking to Drew about everything. And they showed him. I don't know what happened, what led up to him thinking about what he overheard. But yeah, I seen that part where he was thinking about Curtis saying he got to find Jacinda and pay her off and stuff. And I was like, he about to tell it. He's about to tell it. He's definitely about to tell it. But to get Trina out the way, she ends up contacting her daddy, Curtis, or whatever, and telling about Kyle working with Drew and everything. Then she actually told about the Jacinda situation. He told her not to press it, leave it alone, but she wants to know what is it that could, get her mama in trouble. I don't know if he gonna actually tell her on tomorrow's episode, but yeah, she finally told. I'm glad she did, because he needs to be prepared. She needs to tell also that the way she found out is through Kai. Because he about to tell it. I think he gonna tell it. I could be wrong, but I feel like he's finna tell. I mean, I don't necessarily agree. I don't like Drew like that. I don't like this version of Drew anyways. But I don't agree with Curtis trying to set him up, because that stuff don't work out anyway. They get just gonna antagonize the crazy dude even more. He gonna get away with it. He keep getting away with it. What else? Let's see. Kai, Trina, we already talked about them. Isaiah and Portia. She said something about she had been working a 16-hour shift. She was avoiding going home because, the whole Curtis situation. She playing victim, in my opinion. You stirred all this stuff up. You stirred all this stuff up. Not trying to flip it like it's something with Jordan and Curtis. I mean, it is, but it is, obviously. That's why you don't rush into getting no relationship when you ain't really over the first person you was with. But yeah, I was like, girl, you the one sit up here and got in cahoots with these people. And like he got a right to be upset or whatever, but he don't need to be confiding in his ex-wife. That don't make sense. That don't make sense at all. But yeah, he was talking to her. She was saying how she didn't want to go home, so he was like, she need to relax and have some fun. So he took her to the pool. Took her to the doggone pool and seen Curtis and Jordan over there. They over here reminiscing and stuff. They ain't get cozy or nothing, but might as well. Might as well. They was just sharing stories about back in the day, their time together and stuff like that. And Portia felt some type of way. She was like, they're not co-workers, like them and stuff like that. So I think Isaiah went to get drinks or something he went to do. So she went over there and she's supposed to be confronting her on tomorrow's episode. No, what she said to her, let me see if I wrote it down. Portia tells Jordan she must be exhausted from entertaining her husband all afternoon. I said, girl, I said, you crazy. Oh my goodness. Well, she did admit, I think Friday's episode, she did say how she not saying she want them back, but I think she said her heart started beating fast or something like that. Like, well, that sound like you want them back to me. We'll see though. Tracy and Drew, that's when he was telling her how it didn't have to be this way if she had just cooperated, and she says, that what you think or something like that. And I was like, is she recording him? I was like, somebody record him. Somebody should have some type of footage. Nobody got nothing. No footage, no cameras, no nothing. They supposed to be wealthy and all this other stuff, have all this power and these connections, but did nobody catch this man setting her up? Because they was also, I think I think Brooklyn was the one saying something about they didn't have no evidence or way to prove that she was framed. And then they brought up how it's already public knowledge that she set up Alexis and framed her, so you know they wasn't gonna believe her. But I say, ain't their job to go find evidence instead of believing somebody? Hold on, y'all. But yeah, that's when she got up there and she tried to give a speech and welcome him back to the family and read off what they wrote. But she got up there, she was like, she was framed, he framed her, he not worthy and all this. She just went off. She just went off, and I expected her to do something. She was like, he planted it, he the one trying to frame her or whatever. What else did she say? He took it himself. Look, Tracy don't be playing at all. Let's see what else. Curtis Jordan, Tracy Drew, Kai Drew. We already talked about Kai and Drew. What did he say to him? What did he say? I don't think I wrote that part down. Either way go, they showed him thinking about what he overheard. Carly, Nina. That's when Nina decided it was a good idea to try to convince Carly to get through to Michael and work out some deal because, well, if not, Willow's gonna go marry Drew. I said, even if he agreed to let her see her kids, she's still gonna go over there and marry him. Y'all not getting it. Nobody's getting it. She's gone. Look at her. She done checked out. She done checked out. He done, how about to cast the spell? He done did something. I don't know what he got going on. They saying, once again, I don't say this because that's what they keep saying. That's not really Drew. It's Shiloh or whatever. Because I think, was it Carly? Talking to Michael saying how Drew and him used to be so close and stuff like that. And they keep dropping little hints. But I don't know if they actually going to take it there. But we'll see. Who else? I already said Carly and Nina. She's trying to convince her to help her or whatever. They said she's supposed to went to somebody unlikely for help. I wasn't expecting Carly because she already done went to her. I thought she gonna go to Michael. Willow, Michael. So they end up talking. Let me see. Let me see if I wrote it down. I don't think I wrote it down, but she was saying how she want to be honest with him, and they were saying how, you know, they don't want to do the back and forth, they don't want to do the whole court thing again or whatever. So I'm like, okay, like this is going well. So then she was like, when she said she didn't want to lie no more, and that's why they, you know, started to have problems because they was lying to each other and stuff. Then she was like, her and Drew getting married, and I was like, here you go. I said, here you go. He just got through saying how she'll be able to see her kids if Drew was out of the picture, and she talking about she getting married to this man. Then on tomorrow's episode, she's saying how she know he used to get in his way, but not this time. And I was like, you're not getting it. Even though we know now that the only reason he got his kids because of Sitwell, she's still not getting it. She's still not getting it. Hold on. If your kids, as far as everybody else know, because nobody knows yet what Sitwell did, the judge ruled against you because of everything you done did that Drew told you to do. When you was on the stand, you sit up here and said, well, Drew and I, or Drew convinced me, Drew this and Drew that. You didn't even hear yourself. Why would you sit up here and listen to him again? Then try to justify by saying Martin the one who suggested it, and he's a lawyer. So, I mean, and he in cahoots with Drew. And I'm still confused about that because didn't they say on Friday's episode, I thought they was trying to get Martin to switch sides. Did they not do that? I don't know if I missed it or what, but did they?